Hello dear viewers, and welcome to Christianity Daily with Sister Rose Bijoux. Until next time, be encouraged, be uplifted, and be blessed. Bye-bye. Hello dear viewers, and welcome to Christianity Daily with Sister Rose Bijoux. My name is Sister Rose Bijoux. I am a born-again Christian, currently serving God as an interpreter and a worship leader. I have been an interpreter since 1998 and have experience in interpreting in English, French, Portuguese, and Lingala. As a profession, I am a qualified nurse working in theatres and pre-assessment, treating patients pre and post surgery. But for God, I work as a worship leader and an interpreter. I am currently considered to be an experienced and excellent interpreter in my church and community. I have therefore decided to do a series of sessions on interpreting in order to help all those who are already interpreters and wish to improve their interpreting skills or are aspiring to become interpreters. In our local churches, consisting of French and Portuguese as well as Lingala speakers today, interpreters are increasingly being used to reach a wider audience. I have therefore decided to share my current skills to help all those who need it and who want me to help them to improve their interpreting skills. Many people have approached me for help and support. They've asked me if I could do these sessions. They've asked me individually. So I decided to do a session that will include everybody. I will be organizing workshops as well in this year, 2016, where interpreters can book themselves on my Facebook page when the dates are available in order to attend the workshops and learn some useful tips on interpreting. Individuals can contact me and book when the dates are available, or pastors as well can contact me and book their interpreters or anyone that they wish to be trained to become interpreters. So, starting with lesson 1. Today I am going to cover on how to be an interpreter, how to interpret, things to consider if you wish to become an interpreter. In this session, I will cover 6 points. First point. In order for you to be an interpreter, you need to be a born-again Christian and a follower of Christ. This is because you will be interpreting the Word of God. You need to know the Bible so that you can understand biblical jargon, biblical terms, and the Word. Because you will be interpreting the Word of God, you must understand God Himself. Otherwise, you cannot interpret this Word of God to people. Number 2. You need to be able to read the Bible. Choose a Bible of your choice and you should be able to understand it. I prefer the King James Version because it's the English that I understand. It's a mature English, but there are other versions available as well, such as the Good News Edition, the Amplified Bible. Choose a version that you are comfortable to read and that you will be able to understand. You need to have the Bible in both languages that you will be interpreting. For example, if you'll be interpreting from English to French, you need to be able to read the French and the English Bible. The book of Joshua, chapter 1, verse 8, I'm just going to quickly read it. Verse 8 tells us that this book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth. Thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein, and then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success. So, read this book. Read this word. You'll be able to be successful as you read it. You'll be able to prosper and you'll be able to understand the word of God. Number 3, good listening skills are required if you wish to become an interpreter. You need to listen well and clearly in order to be able to transmit the information with the same exactitude with that of the preacher. Number 4, you need to be articulate. You should be able to enunciate your words, speak clearly and be concise. Do not swallow your words, do not speak too quickly, and do not be squeaky, especially for girls. There are elocution trainers for those people who feel that they have a problem with their accent or diction. These people are there available to help you to be able to improve your English, to be able to improve your accent. If this is your case, there is no shame in it. Contact them, get some help and improve your diction, improve your accent, and you'll be able to be more articulate. Just take Aaron, for example. Aaron was an interpreter to Moses. Aaron was very eloquent. God told Moses to give a message to the people, but Moses refused at first because he said he was slow-tongued, he had a speech impediment and would not be able to transmit the message to the people as clearly as God wanted him to. So God provided an interpreter for him, which was Aaron. This text will be able to be found in Exodus chapter 4 from verses 10 to 16 if you wish to read these accounts. Aaron was very eloquent and very articulate. The reason I'm giving this example of Aaron and Moses is because you need to be able to enunciate your words as clearly as that of the preacher. People should be able to understand what you are saying. Otherwise, it defeats the purpose of you interpreting. Okay? Avoid using your own words. Number 5, voice projection is paramount. When addressing the people, you need to be heard. Your voice should be loud enough so that your audience can hear you and understand you. The tone of your voice should mimic that of the preacher. Shout when they shout, scream when they scream, show emotions when they show emotions. If you are soft-spoken, practice on your voice in front of the mirror at home. If you speak quite squeaky, try as much as possible to speak with your loudest inner voice so that you can help yourself when you're standing in front of people. Try not to sound squeaky again, I repeat, especially for girls. Speak from your belly rather than from your throat. If you speak from your throat, you will hurt your vocal cords very quickly. Trust me, been there, done that. The tone of your voice, as I said earlier, should be able to carry the same emotions as that of the preacher. Number 6, you should be able to be prayerful. Prayer is of utmost importance in this work of God. As an interpreter, you need a life of prayer. If you preach, if you stand on the altar, you will be prone to attacks, whether you like it or not, both physically and spiritually. So prayer is very, very important. Pray so that you will be well equipped, lest you should fall. As the book of Ephesians chapter 6 verses 11 to 17 tells us. The Bible also instructs us to pray without ceasing. Read the Bible, pray so that you will equip yourself with the full armor of God, so that you will not be prone to the attacks of Satan. You'll be well equipped to stand on the altar. That is all for this session. If you are happy with the 6 points I've covered in this session, then you can move on to the next few lessons that I will also be talking on. Be sure you really understand the 6 points stated in this session and you are ready to follow them. If you wish to be a good interpreter, or you are considering to become an interpreter, you're aspiring to become an interpreter, and you feel you are not ready for the 6 points that I have stated or I've spoken about in this session, then maybe you should reconsider becoming an interpreter, or maybe you need more time to prepare yourself. But before you embark on this journey of an interpreter, make sure the 6 points covered in this session, you are able to meet them, you are able to practice them, and you are able to put them into your life as an interpreter. Please contact me for more details, for questions, requests, or suggestions. If you followed this session and you've liked it and you want more encouragement on anything, just contact me. My Facebook page is Rose Bijoux Ramires. As I said earlier, I will be organizing workshops this year for all those interested. Please do not be shy. Contact me. Book yourself in. Come in and learn some good and useful tips on how to become an interpreter. Until next time, be encouraged, uplifted, and be blessed. Bye-bye.